Welcome to Mags and Tilts, and hey guys, the old Speedmaster is no longer in production. They're out of business, which is a real shame. I was online trying to find another set of these Avon Speedmaster tires, these 350 by 19s, and I couldn't find them anywhere. I looked all over the place and they are gone. Now, a couple years ago, I did buy a brand new set of Avon Speedmasters, and for the front and the back of both of my Sportsters here. So these are brand new Avon Speedmasters that I have on my XLCH here as well. And I'm so glad that I bought two new sets of the Avon Speedmasters, and I bought the matching set that goes on the rear as well. And they're really close to the stock rear tire that came on the bike back in the day, the old Goodyear all traction tire. This is the 4x18 Goodyear all traction tire, and that matching set that came with the Avon looks really close on the sidewall. It looks really nice on these old Sportsters. And let me get a better look of the sidewall shot of it. It seems to be at home and looks really good on these old Ironhead Sportsters, and it's a real shame that Avon's out of business. Now, what I would suggest you guys do is get on the telephone and call up Coker Tire and just simply bombard them with a lot of phone calls. And why don't you guys ask them if they can reproduce the old stock 350 19 that came with the bike brand new back in the day. Just like this one right here, with the same kind of tread up in the front. Now the Speedmaster and this one is basically the same. If you look on the sidewall, you could count 3 ribs from the sidewall. 1, 2, 3, and the Speedmaster is the same way. Got the same style. It's got 1, 2, 3 ribs off the sidewall, and then the front looks about the same as well. It's a very good match, and the sidewalls look exactly the same. It's a shame that Speedmaster and Avon are out of business. So if you guys have time, pick up the phone and ask them to reproduce the old Goodyear 350 19 for the front of these old Sportsters, and the all traction Goodyear for the back, the 4x18. Right there, the all traction. So it wouldn't be great if Coker Tire would start to reproduce these tires again. These actually wear extremely well. It's a very old tire. It came with the bike brand new in 1968, but my goodness, this thing still has a lot of meat on it, and it's not really that hard. It's still not too bad. I wouldn't ride this all the time because I go out pretty far on the country roads, so that's the reason why I bought a brand new set of Avons, and they've been performing extremely well at speed, extremely well on the open road, and I'm very happy with the way they stick to the road and they take corners. So wow, what a shame that these Avon Speedmasters are all out of business. So where are we supposed to go now, guys? Where are we supposed to turn? The only thing I could think of prompts you guys to pick up that telephone and to bombard Coker Tire and kind of ask them to reproduce the old Avon Speedmaster, or I would strongly suggest the stock one, the 350 19 Goodyear tire. Wouldn't that be fantastic? They have these back again. Now there's nothing like an old XLCH, right? Yeah, these treads are still really good yet, and this came off the bike, and this was on the bike since 1968, and I took it off and I put a brand new set on. But you know, these actually are still in pretty good shape yet. I don't see any cracking going on the sidewalls, and they're really not hard. They're not really rock hard or anything. But since I go pretty far on my bike along these old country roads, I had to go opt for a brand new set of Avons. So it's starting to rain outside over here, and I can't get out much. But I'll be out there really soon on these old Sportsters. I have a really bad right foot. It's all swollen up, and I can hardly walk on it. So I have not been on the XLCH. So I've been spending all my time on the XLH here. So until my right foot, until the swelling goes down on it, I'm going to be on the XLH or the XL until I get well again. And yeah, so it's going to be a short one this week, guys. Not going to be a long one. And just call up Coker Tire, or just bombard them like I asked you to. And let's see if we can get back our original equipment, Goodyear 350 19s and our 4x18 all tractions in the rear, and we'll be back in business again. And guys, as long as we're talking about tires here, I'd like to bring this up. It's very important. Now, I've been using this old cheap gauge for, on and off, and I've been noticing that my old Sportsters have been riding kind of hard, and when I go around a curve, they seem kind of edgy. And I had a feeling that I was overinflated on my tire pressure. So I went out to the store, I bought a more expensive gauge that's a lot more accurate, and I tested against this one here. And these two are both accurate gauges, and they both match up. When I matched it up against this old cheap gauge, this cheap gauge was 15 pounds above what the tire pressure is supposed to be. That's a lot of tire pressure. And I was wondering why my old Sportsters were starting to ride kind of hard over these bumps. And when I went around a curve and I leaned around a curve, it seemed kind of edgy, and I had a feeling that I was overinflated. And that's the reason why I went to the store and I bought a more expensive gauge that I thought would be a lot more accurate. And sure enough, it proved that this old cheap tire gauge was reading 15 pounds of pressure too high. So if you have these old tire pressure gauges, these old cheap ones, throw them in the garbage, guys. They're just no good, and they're very unsafe. If you have to stop when the roads are wet and you're overinflated by 10-15 pounds, it's going to be like you're on a sheet of ice. You're not going to be able to stop if you're overinflated that high. It's ridiculous. So spend a little money, a little extra, and make sure you get a more expensive tire pressure gauge, and you won't be sorry. And always test it against another gauge. And so if they both read the same, and then you know they're both good, and you're right in the ballpark there. And then, like I said, get rid of these old cheapies right here. They're just no good, guys. Throw them in the garbage because your life is worth it. Okay, until then, call up Coker and bug the heck out of them. Have your wife call them, and have your kids call them, and you can call them. Have your friends call them. Have everybody call them. Just bug the heck out of Coker until they remake their tires. All right, until then, guys, I will see you on the next video. You take good care of yourselves, and happy motorcycling. Where have all the Avons gone? Long time passing.